Welcome tankers, cooBLIMEY here with another great replay for you. Today we are in the Ru251 Spahpanzer and we are on Sand River defending. Now in this map, typically your team will almost all camp right down at the bottom and the enemy team will camp in several different spots. Typically a few will be up in the mountains, a few will be up behind the dunes over to our left there, and then a few will be over by their base. So it makes it really tricky to scout on this map because your teammates, almost none of them will have a shot at anything past the water. So if you go across to the north, you are probably going to get killed pretty fast, and your teammates probably aren't going to shoot anything you light. So I'm staying on the hill here, and I've somehow managed to find a spot where no enemy tanks can see me while I'm firing. So if you ever find a spot like this, take advantage of it, and you don't want to move, because moving even 10 feet might be just enough to allow an enemy tanker to see you behind a bush or a building or something. And it's unusual to be able to sit on that ridge and fire without getting spotted. I must have found the sweet spot where no one can see me. And I don't know how that missed. It looked like it should have hit him. So I'm just happy to pull forward and back. Each time we want to get the trees to go invisible there and see through, because that means you can now see through the trees and spot anything beyond them. But with the trees between me and the enemy tanks, they can't spot me. So I'm happy to just take shots. When I think I'll be spotted, I'll back up to safety, and then when I think I'm invisible, again, as always, we pull forward, get a view through the bushes, and try and spot someone. And in this battle we did 19,000 plus WN8 and over almost 8,200 combined damage. We did a ton of spotting damage here, and actual damage. So again, I know now I don't have the sweet spot anymore, so every time I shoot I'm gonna jump back to safety. I don't really like playing that way. It seems kind of cheap to me to just sit behind a hill, take one shot, back up, go invisible, take one shot, back up. It doesn't seem sporting. So as you know in my videos, I like to get out in the middle of things and fly around and not sit behind a bush and hide the whole game. But on this map, when you're defending, there's not really much choice. And we get a kill there, and finally someone has a shot at us. And of course the Hellcat's up in the mountains. There's always a couple people up there, even though that's, you know, one of the dumbest places you can be when you're on the other side. Now we have a light tank coming, so I like, whenever a light tank rushes, I like to get in behind them, especially if it's an ELC or something without a turret. If you can get behind them, they're screwed, and you can just follow them and kill them. And in this game I'm having the toughest luck. I've been missing a ton of shots. And now the game is pretty much all over. I know because the Hellcat shot me from the mountains, I know there's a Hellcat up there, and there's probably something else with him, so I want to keep the buildings between me and the mountains while we deal with those scouts. And now, since my team is still camping, I figure I'll go for the turretless TD instead of going 1-on-2. We have other guys over there that can light them, but it doesn't look like anyone's going for the TD here. And as luck will have it, we come across an Artie, and holy crap, did we miss that by a mile! And when you're coming at Artie, you want to zigzag a lot, because they're always going to be aiming for you. And once you get really close to them, it doesn't matter that they have horrible accuracy. Their shots have a good chance of hitting you, so you want to get them turning as much as possible. And now we bounce off the back of a TD, Otherwise we would have got a lot more damage there. And now we got the T-49 over here, and my teammates look like they're dealing with the other two. So we'll go for the T-49. And I probably can't withstand a full hit from him if he's got the derp gun. But did we just bounce off him? And then he, the ram wasn't enough to kill him, unfortunately, and he derps us to death. And that was 19,000 WN8 in the Ru251 Spahpanzer.